My name's James Rankenberger. I own Video Media Productions. Been in business since 1975.
Site go up in your business?
My first website was built in '97 by somebody who thought it was important for us to have web presence. And the web in 1997 really, as a lot of people thought, it was been around for a long time, but '97 there really was very little web presence. Google wasn't around. Pages, I was in the Yellow Pages from like roughly '85 to 2000. And everybody in my office was talking to me, trying to get me out of the Yellow Pages. I was paying $30,000 a year. And people said, you can use that money elsewhere. And I was like, no. I was hard and strong. It was really an old man, but don't change anything because it isn't broke, in my mind, really done anything for us. Yellow Pages is actually a worthless book. It doesn't do anything anymore. And advertising Yellow Pages is only a hindrance because the only people that are going to be looking in the Yellow Pages are people that don't know how to use the web. And they're not my clients anyway.
The question is how did you and I meet? How did you meet Robert Stanley?
I got a random email one day, and I was going through my emails, and I got this random email. How would you like to go to Web 2.0, and if we can trade services? Just one line sentence. And I went, whatever. It's like, and I don't get a lot of those. But it was just an odd question. So I said, okay. And since 1997, I've had people come in and tell me they can do this, they can do that. And everyone's fallen very short. They've fallen completely on the ground. I've got like average responses. Average. Typically, when people walk in the door and they tell me they can do something, I'm pretty much in the back of my mind thinking, whatever. If I get half of what you tell me, I'll be happy. Half. So I've got a 50% rule that if they can at least do 50%, then I'll be okay with that, because otherwise I want to kick their ass. Basically, Robert, when meeting with him, didn't do what I'm normally expecting to hear from other people. He didn't promise me anything. He just gave me facts that I understood. He didn't say, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. You just gave me information, and so it was like you were giving me like cookies.
Yeah. I
got like free stuff. The frustrating thing about, having a website is if you're not in the top 10, you might as well not even have a website, because people are lazy and they don't go any further. I don't know anybody that goes past 10. You can set your Google search up to 50, but it never stays there. Any business owner knows the value of SEO right now. And SEO, if you're not in the first 10 places in Google, then you've got a problem. And you've got a serious marketing problem, because pretty much most people get their information from the web, and if they're looking for somebody to solve their problem, and if you're not in the first 10 or 5, then you're not going to be able to help them. Thus, you're going to lose, revenue because of it.
Are you in the top 5?
I'm in the top 5.
For what?
I'm in the top 5 for Phoenix Video Production, which I've never been in the top 30 in Phoenix Video Production, but I am now. It's really cool because I got something I didn't even know about, this phone number, that every time that a phone call would come to Video Media, I got an email, like I'd be working, all of a sudden on my email, and it's the phone number. Someone had just been called, and I got that number, and it said missed. Well, somebody missed that line, so they didn't pick it up in time. So it gives me some data, like how is my business running? We're not even answering the phone. And that was kind of a cool thing. So we were able to fix that, but now I get missed calls or received calls, and now I have a phone number that I can instantly put it into a database and call them back and ask them, were they treated right or whatever. So at least I've got a little baby database that comes in automatically just from that one little addition to my website, which I think is a really great marketing tool. My only goal was to be in the top 10 in Phoenix Video Production. That was at least all I could hope for. I'd done everything I could by myself to try to figure it out. Robert got me in the top 5. He got me in the top 1 position for quite a long time until I dropped down to 3. But he said that's just because I came from nowhere. So it says it'll settle and you'll end up back on top again. So I'm assuming in fact, actually, if right now, while you're watching this testimonial, type in Phoenix Video Production and see if Video Media Productions is not number 1, 2, or 3.